Hello there, I'm Boo, and I like drawing, maximizing my hours in all the Pokemon games to find Chinese, and I really love to complain about lore in World of Warcraft. I was today years old when I realized that this opening is playing during the invasion of the Scourge. Oh man.
Led by their indomitable king, Gen Greymane, the proud citizens of Gilneas once stood with the Alliance against the vile, orcish horde that sought to conquer all of Lordaeron. Gilneas survived, but in the chaotic years following the Second War, the mighty kingdom drew ever inward. Distrustful of their former allies, the Gilneans erected a mighty wall at the borders of their land, closing off their nation and their hearts from an ever-darkening world. Now, many years later, as the seemingly unstoppable undead scourge marches across Lordaeron, human civilization once again teeters on the brink of destruction. As war and terror close in all around them, the citizens of Gilneas are faced with one terrible truth. Their mighty wall cannot hold back the dead for much longer. And worse, rumors of a new threat have arisen within the kingdom's borders, of feral nightmare creatures that walk upright as men, but hunt and howl as wolves.
Hello, and welcome back to a new episode on the channel. Well, well. I thought, isn't it a little bit boring if we only try out one part of the Cataclysm questing experience, or rather, new race experience, which were goblins and Worgen. And I thought, man, these two fit together so well. I mean, one is very silly and goofy and all over the place, and the other is rather serious. As I've said before, I am a big fan of both starting zones, and today I thought I'd take you along when we take our first little steps through Gilneas, which at this point is still a very proud, well, not really Alliance city, because I don't think we are part of the Alliance anymore. Sometimes I'm really bad when it comes to Alliance politics, and also very complicated sometimes, because most of them are just human kingdoms and most of them are either not existing anymore or in disarray. So, well, whatever. And we start over here with Prince Liam Greymane, who gives us our very first quest, which is called Lockdown. And he is babbling a lot. So don't mind him. He's sending us over here to Lieutenant Walden to see if we can evacuate through these gates. And, I think Lieutenant Walden and his best friend Slain Guard over here are not doing so hot. Deep claw marks run through the man's corpse. Uh-oh. Oh no. Guys. The lieutenant appears to have died from severe wounds. The prince might want to hear the news. You hear the sound of fighting coming from the market. Alright, and right now we are still in blissful ignorance as to what is going to happen within the next few seconds of this experience, because right now we're just a sweet little Gilneas person doing their Gilneas duty, and all of a sudden, oh my lord, rampaging Worgen. Who could have guessed? It's you again! Looks like you're not one to hide in the face of danger. Very well then. And now Prince Liam is just sending us around to make sure that we are evacuating the square, because, well, I don't know if you noticed, but there are Worgen everywhere. And while we are up and running a little business at this point on the goblin side, we are right down in the shits on the Worgen side, with everything being kind of bad. And this time I even thought about turning on auto loot right from the get-go, and I even turned on all my action bars, even though I don't really need them. And also, don't mind me, I'm gonna take off these cloth bracers that I'm wearing, even though I'm a leather class, and they also make the sound of mail armor. I don't know if you can hear that in the recording, but yeah, something's up with this gear, I tell you. But since we started, yeah, we are a monk. You're seeing that correctly. As I've said in my goblin video, my first goblin video, when it comes to monk, ever since they announced that Worgen can become monks now, I kind of wanted to try that out, because I think it's so ridiculous that these giant monsters are attacking with their claws, but they're using them as fists, and yeah, I just think it's really neat. But for now, we are running around in our human form because, well, we are not turned yet. Right.
I need to get closer.
I need to get closer. Let's evacuate a few more of these guys. And yeah, I turned on dialogue in Kazan, so we can hear the of our hot rod. And now we can also hear the beautiful British accent of our Worgen lady over here that is not a Worgen yet. Which also means that we have a very posh way of talking. And we're gonna have a very, very deep voice very, very soon. I always really loved Gilneas and I really love the Gilnean people. And honestly, I said it before again and again, I really like a lot of especially the old dialogue and WoW, but it's so hard to talk in your video if you're at the same time hear the NPCs talking. Well, anyway, little Sans over here is doing a lot and has already completed a few quests for Liam, and we impressed the prince quite a lot. I really like Liam. I think I called him Leon. Yeah, I think I called him Leon. Ignore that. Yeah, I really like him. It's such a shame, huh? Whatever. Where was I? Oh yeah, I really love Gilneas. I think this city is so beautiful. I think it's such a pity that we still haven't really reclaimed it on Alliance side, even though they made a big fuss about it and even turned it into a neutral quest for some reason. Because as you're gonna see throughout this little quest chain here, you know, Worgen are the least of our problems. I mean, right now they're a pretty big problem. We are getting promoted right off the bat because we are a very promising civilian. We are being sent right to King Gen Greymane, who is still in his old model, I think. I think this was, yeah, I think this is, I mean, already an updated model, I think. I don't think he looked like this in Cataclysm. That's definitely not what he looks like right now, right? Or does he? Oh, gee, I don't even remember. All right, old divisions. Lord Darius Crowley has been called many things. Rebel, traitor, terrorist. Before the Civil War, I called him friend. I never blamed him for leading an insurrection against me. His land and people were separated from Gilneas by a stone wall, but we had no choice. Regardless, Crowley is exactly the type of person we need now. Enter Stonewall Prison and ask Captain Broderick about Crowley's whereabouts. I'd sent my own men, but there's still bad blood. Yeah, so the story of Gilneas is one of a lot of, you know, maybe you should never really build a wall around your big city and lands and just hope that through that you're gonna, you know, keep everyone safe, because that obviously also sparks a lot of commotion inside the walls, and if you have walls around you, then you can't really leave, you know, that's kind of the deal. But anyway, what did we just get? Ah, leg sweep. Yeah, you're gonna see me be very uncomfortable with this class because I don't like Monk. But there's a lot I am willing to do for style points. The prison rooftop. I don't understand why the king wants to waste time saving his hide, but if you want to risk your life, then be my guest. Crowley and his men are holed up against upstairs, probably plotting against the king as we speak. You know, I think we have a bigger common enemy at the time, which are right now the Worgen. But let this be a little lesson. This little video series about the starting zone of the Worgen as to why it was very, very weird to have a neutral questline for Horde and Alliance to liberate Gilneas, and why it was a complete chicken move from Blizzard to ride the Scarlet Crusade into that. Yeah. The prison rooftop. Greymane's right. The beasts do not give a damn about our politics. Gilneas needs to stand together. You know what, Darius Crowley? You are right and hot motherfucker. Alrighty. By the skin of his teeth, one of these mangy flea bags got Dempsey real good. We cannot move until we stabilized his bleeding. Give us a hand holding back these mongrels. A couple of minutes is all we need, sister. Alrighty. Tobias Mistmantle. We know you from questing in Duskwood, which I think we should definitely do once this little cutie gets out of the starting zone, which will take some time. Just like the Goblin starting zone and the DK starting zone and the Pandaren starting zone, the Worgen starting zone is a long one, which I think is really cool because, you know, especially nowadays where you can just skip it by choosing the Exiled Reach if you really want that amazing experience. I think starting zones should always take time to set up the story, and that is one of the reasons why I have such a big bone to pick with the, let's call them Bolvar Death Knights, because you have absolutely no questing experience. They just say, yeah, you're a hero for your people because you were willing to be raised. I don't know, did Bolvar just walk up to everyone on their deathbeds and was like, hey, soldier, you want to get up one last time? Like, oh man, can't wait for someone in the comments to be like, Boo, actually, there is a very interesting and important lore bit about Bolvar raising allied death knights, okay? I don't know, man. I don't care. I don't care about Bolvar Death Knights, okay? I don't care about them. Anyway, where are these Worgen runs, huh? There are they coming. Only male Worgen, by the way. And by the way, even though I love the new Worgen models, or like the Cataclysm Worgen models that they obviously redid for Cataclysm and being an allied race, or rather a alliance race, I really like the old Worgen models. I don't know if you can still see them somewhere. I know there is one rare mob that looks like them. And I think the big bad wolf. Yeah, look at him. Wait, I'm gonna summon him. This is what they used to look like. And I kinda dig them. Sometimes I wish they would have embraced this a little bit more, but I think they did a really good job, so don't get me wrong. I am not complaining about Worgen. The only thing that I am complaining about Worgen is that they have no tails. Okay, and this is not me coming out as a little furry, that is just me saying that, you know, it would make sense for them to have tails. So yeah, I'm absolutely on the Worgen need tails fraction party. I don't know, are there parties? If they are, I'm on their side. Alright, let's roll back to our king and Lord Godfrey, who will definitely never betray us at any point. While you're at it, if I hadn't seen you kill a few of the mangy things, mangy or mangy, I don't know, with my own eyes, I think you did not complete the task I asked of you. It looks like we're hardly putting a dent in their numbers. Yeah, there are a lot. I don't know why they're here all of a sudden, honestly. Is that being explained at some point? Did I miss something? Am I being a bad quester again? Rather in arms. Rebel arsenals in my own city? What in the bloody hell was Crowley up to? Well, probably another civil war, you know? The rebel lord's arsenal. The arsenal Crowley speaks of is in the cellar of the building just west of here. It is unnerving that artillery was smuggled inside the city by my enemies, yet it might end up saving Gilnean lives today. Find Josia Avery and requisition the rebel artillery. We will put the weapons to good use. Of course you do. We're gonna do that again. Oh yeah, first of all, the old Worgen model runs like this. And I know that you can also run like this if you mount up in a way. That is your mounting animation as a Vork. But I would rather much enjoy it if you could also choose to just run like that all the time. Wouldn't that be nice? Josia Avery. I'm probably butchering your name right now. Don't look at me. Leave me alone. Vums. And just like that, he has been shot, and we've been bitten by a Worgen. It's probably nothing, but sure stings a little bit. And now we have a little debuff over here. Worgen bite. You were bitten by a Worgen. The wound looks minor. Maybe it will go away with time? Question mark. Anyway, over here is Lorna Crowley, one of my favorite niche characters. This is Crowley's daughter, and not only has she been rocking that rose in her hair since Cataclysm, she's also a total girl boss, but one that I actually respect. From the shadows, he turned into one of them, didn't he? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know if that is like the Mandela effect, but I could swear that there was like a little jump scare cinematic where like he attacks you. I know that that comes later in the, well, upcoming big cinematic in the middle of this zone, because just like the goblins, also this starting zone has a big cinematic in the middle. But I could swear that you could better see that he turned into a Worgen, because as you just saw, you can barely, like, blink and you miss a thing. How do we even begin to fight an enemy that can do this to us? My father's arsenal is certainly a good start, I suppose. Worgen are hiding in the allies ahead. Take one of my mastiffs to find them more easily. We're going to need to clear the way ahead if we're going to move these cannons above ground. Alright, let's defeat 6 of these bloodfang lurkers. Hey doggy, you smell something? Oh, he certainly does. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of these mastiffs. Sadly. There was a lot of I don't know Could you call this British-esque stuff coming to World of Warcraft with the introduction of Gilneas and the Worgen? And even though I really love this aesthetic, man, I was one of these annoying Tumblr kids that was crazy about like the Sherlock Holmes books and always wanted to live in the UK and was drinking tea all the time. But I wish that they would have deepened the Worgen at some point that goes beyond the whole, yeah, they're British. That's their thing. They're British. I don't know why I keep killing these guys, but now we have a level up and now we have Spinning Crane Kick, which is such a cool animation. And I think we can now just spam this button. Man, I don't really remember what my keybinds were when I still played Windwalker back in Shadowlands, but we'll figure it out. Excellent, I started running up some help to get these cannons positioned. Message to Greymane, it's time sense. We'll take it from here. Tell King Greymane that my father's arsenal will be at his disposal. There is more than enough firepower here to blow the Worgen from here to the North Sea. Sounds good. I knew Crowley could come through. His weapons will be more than useful to us. All these years after the war, and Crowley was still hiding enough firepower in that cellar to level half of the district. It might have come to that, unfortunately. We can't open fire just yet. There is a civilian trapped on the other side of the prison. Not just any civilian either. Krenan Arnas is one of the most brilliant alchemists the world has ever known. One of his potions saved my daughter Tess from dying soon after being born. Tess mentioned. Don't get used to it. Tess is not mentioned much because this is Cataclysm and Blizzard had not really discovered women and girls being important to storylines back in Cataclysm. Let's just put it this way. But we are saving Krenan because Krenan is indeed very important because as you've just heard, he's an alchemist and that will come in handy later on. Wink, wink. Anyway, even though the horsey almost dies, we somehow make it back behind the lines. And now we're gonna get our first tiny, tiny little unskippable cinematic. Are you ready? Look at that. Wow. Damn. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Time to regroup. Wait, where do I have to go? Over here. And now we have afflicted Gilnean people around here. Worgen that are dressed in these super cool robes and hats that we still cannot mock to this day, by the way. Isn't that crazy? So many years later, and you still can't really look like that. I know that there are some pieces of that dropping on some island expeditions, but for example, the little hat, you still can't bug that. What is that? Also, I love that my little big bad wolf, or little bad wolf, is called Ugrul. I don't even know what was up with Mist of Pandaria Boo when I named this little pet, but good that I did. We're left with very few choices, Sans. What we do next will be a critical decision. Sacrifices. You don't have to do this, Sans. You've done more than enough already. You know, true, especially for being nothing but a civilian. But if you decide to stay, I'd be a fool to turn you away. My men have fortified their position inside the cathedral and are ready for what comes next. I'm about to head there and take as many of these flea-ridden devils with me as I can. You're welcome to tag along for the ride. You know what? We're definitely gonna do that. Let's go. A lot of flea-ridden and mangy or mangy. Maybe I should have looked up how you pronounce that word before starting the Worgen starting zone. Well, whatever. By the way, in case you're wondering why I'm reading so many more of the quest text than I did with the goblins, because frankly, I've done the goblin starting zone a lot more times than this one. Will our horsey make it? Maybe not if we run this way, Crowley. Crowley? Oh my god. Okay, the horse can just die. Well, that's not good. How backe. Right, let's give them a little kick to the face, to the snouts. Brace yourself, sons. Here they come. Yeah, they do. Oh my god. Please tell me that we can just jump into this and they will leave us alone. Oh, yeah, they reset. Okay, that's really good. Oh man. Yeah, usually, you know, your horsey is not supposed to just die, but that's the way the cookie crumbles nowadays, I suppose, because we are in scaling hell times. Let's just put it that way. We killed 80 of them, and it doesn't really seem like that did anything, to be honest. You've done well, sons. You've done more than could be asked of any Gilnean. We're running low on ammunition. It's time to regroup inside now. Never surrender, sometimes retreat. We've had enough ammunition to carry on the civil war for another month, yet the Worgen numbers are in such that we're nearly spent. We don't want to be caught out here in the open when that happens. Fall back inside the cathedral and report to the boss. Let's do that. You know? I mean, with our back against the wall, what could ever happen, huh? We've given them everything we have, yet still they come. Do not worry, sons. We'll slay many more before today is over. Last stand. We've got a good choke point here, sons. Feel free to say a prayer if that's your sort of thing. Take courage and let's kill these mutts. Well, I'm not really big into prayers, but I am much into spinning crane kick, which is right now a very powerful AoE because we're basically not spending any energy on doing so. Yay! So let's whirl around a little bit. And now, let's go back to our men. They've stopped coming, no sense, that's not a good thing. Huh, okay.
Look at what you've become. Those cursed beasts. They've left you nothing more than just another wretched mongrel. Do you even remember what you did to your friends? Your kind, haunting the wilds unchecked, until we found you. They've kept you alive because they still believe you can be saved. To which I must ask, is there even a shred of humanity left within you? Perhaps we will find out soon enough.
And here we go. We've been turned. Yep, this is us now. Looking kinda cute, not gonna lie. Man, who could have known? We turned into a Vork. I love this super gloomy, gothic thing that they had going on with the Worgen starting zone. I wish they would have kept that feeling. I think it's so on point. Anyway, last chance at humanity. I need you to pull through, sons. This dosage is strong enough to kill a horse, but I know you. I know what you're made of. You'll be fine, trust me. I know what you're going through. Now drink up and close your eyes. And we're gonna close our eyes and have a little level up. And now we're free! Yay! Look at us! Being cute and whatnot. We're really cute. Alrighty, Lord Godfrey. So, Crennan's potion did not kill you. Well, I suppose that means the human inside of you is in control then. I guess I won't be shooting you after all, at least not yet. Damn, that's so nice of you, Lord Godfrey. Go speak to Crennan Annas and give him the good news. Aranas. His name is Aranas. Have I been calling him Annas? I don't even know. He's in charge of the house where we keep your kind. Just remember, sons, I've got my eye on you. You so as much try anything funny and you get a bullet between the eyes. Okay, happy to see you too, my lord. Hello, gang. What's up? Yeah, all of you cool with me? Of course. There's a jack of all trades, Darrington. Hell yeah. Ooh, profession trainer. It worked, by the light, it worked. Ah yes, the effects of the curse cannot ever be fully cured as far as we know. With treatment, however, your mind will remain yours, and not that of a wild animal. We're fortunate that the treatment worked on you. Normally, I can only treat recent infections. Ooh, well, we're kinda special. We'll need to continue your medication if we have to reverse the curse. I will need mandrake essence to brew another batch of my serum for you. You will find a crate stashed beneath the shreds southwest of town. Okay. Weird that it's over there, but you know, whatever. Alright, tell me about gathering professions. How about we learn some skinning? Because we're a Worgen and we skin faster. And let's also learn some mining, because I love to pick up ores. And the funny thing is, you even have a bank over here. which I will now stash all my glyphs in because I cannot use glyphs yet. And also, I forgot to send myself the last bag. Yeah, I'm running around with 3 bags. I'm a 3-bag Andy. By the way, just like with the goblin starting zone, I am obviously trying to make you guys, if you've never quested this, quest this. So I'm not talking to all the NPCs, but let me tell you, just like with the goblin experience, they've put a lot of love into this, and all of these profession trainer and class trainers, for example, react differently to you being back from, well, not the dead, but from the claw. And by the way, over here we have our princely and Greyman. First of all, you know, not wearing a shirt anymore, and also snoozing because that boy has been drinking. Because, well, I think it goes without saying, a lot of people died. And also, what do my elf eyes see on the horizon? Are those some forsaken flagships? Sure, boy, I do not hope so. Oh, and this is a slain watchman, huh? The crate has been smashed and the vials inside of it appear to have been broken. That is kinda rude. And now, just in case we didn't see that, here are the Forsaken flagships in another groundbreaking little cutscene. Invasion! A long knife with a skull ornament on its hilt sticks out of the militiaman's ribs. As you look around for clues, you spot a pair of savage-looking warships at the shore. Gilneas is being invaded. Bring word back to Duskhaven's mayor, Gwen Armstead. Okay. Yo, Gilneas will soon belong to the Forsaken. Is that so, huh? Did your girl come back from Northrend and decide to be a little bit more intense and extreme than she was before? Man. You thought Worgen are our problems? No, of course not. It's Forsaken. Oh yeah, and another little thing that I didn't point out. While you're afflicted by the bite wound's text changes over the course of your little questing through Gilneas, by the way. Kill or be killed. The reefs have always protected us from the coastal attack. The earthquakes must have opened a passage for the Forsaken ships. Quicksand. Slow down the attackers while I get the rest of the militia ready. Okie dokie. She sends us to our Prince Liam. I hope he is happy to see us back on our feet, or rather on our paws. Let's see. Sans, you are alive! I thought I was having dreams about the old days when I heard your voice. Yeah, I mean, sometimes Bao is a little bit bad at showing you the passage of time, but yeah, I think we've been on the monster comatose for quite a while. I failed to defend my people in Gilneas City. It seems the fates have given me a second chance, Sans. I will not fail again. Oh, Liam. Hold the line, Sans. I'm not sure if you're alive or dead, human or Worgen. I'm not even sure if I'm really awake, but this I am sure of. We're going to kill a great many of these motherless Forsaken. Okie dokie. You know what? I'm absolutely on your side. Die, Forsaken invader. Because yeah, that's what they're doing right now. They're invading Gilneas. They're not doing anything polite here. This is why we throw some black gunpowder kegs on to these abomination heads. And also they have a very wide aggro range, huh? Don't you dare reset. Yeah, you better not. Okay, let's pick up some more gunpowder. And make some big boys explode and kill some of these guys, even though they look really cool. I love the Forsaken armor that they're wearing. It looks so cool. Don't know if you can wear all of this. I think the shoulders, yeah, the shoulders are from the old tier 3 from the rogue, huh? From the old Nexramas. Yeah, I do not own those because I'm not made out of gold. Hey Liam, we're back, just like old times. And here we have a level up, and also oh my god. Okay, first of all, let's get some alcohol from our prince and let's roll back into the safety of the city. So these Forsaken idiots leave us alone. Will he leave us alone though? No. First of all, that's so cool. The Dragon Isles await, huh? Wondrous news, my friend. The Dragon Isles are awakening. Hey Blizzard, how about you code it so you don't get this stupid quest if you're a Pandaren, or if you're a Worgen, or a Goblin, or a DK? How about that, Wouldn't that be nice? Jesus. Now I kinda expect that as soon as I log out and log in again, then Rathian is gonna talk to me. But for now, we're gonna click on this button and we're gonna activate our Windwalker specialization. Bow! And now we can skill raising sun and and everything. Yeah, sounds good. You know what? Sounds good. And now we already got Calm the Wolf. No, right? Because that would be weird, because that is bound to a quest. Like, you don't get this just like that. And also, I think we have a lot more spells. Yeah, we have Raising Sun Kick. Oh my god, we have so many. Oh my god, we have so many spells. Alright, not that many yet, but I remember that when I started playing Windwalker back in Shadowlands, I had to create a lot more keybinds just for this class alone. Yeah, I just relocked to, you know, make sure that I can mock all the new stuff for level 10 and meet Rathian and Stormwind. And there he is, Heroes of the Alliance. Man, I'm not even part of the Alliance yet again. I'm behind a wall. I'm in a completely different time zone. Please, Rathian, I don't say this lightly, but shut the hell up. And now I have this stupid quest in my quest log. Please, abandon. And also a time... Oh my god, please. This stuff is disturbing my immersion, not being able to play a monk Worgen, you know. Alrighty, but with the Forsaken at our doorstep and our true form revealed, I'm gonna end today's episode right here and now. I hope that you had fun with this very much opposite experience from the Goblin starting zone, and I can't wait to catch you in the next episode. I think I'm just gonna switch back and forth between Goblin and Worgen until we're done with both, and I really love the different tones for these. I cannot believe that we used to get so much content with an expansion launch. Like, this is just one of two big new races and starting zones that we got back then. And, you know, together with all of the new leveling stuff that was done back then with the revamp of all the leveling zones, it's just, it makes the new stuff sometimes just really pale in comparison. In any case, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It helps and I appreciate it so much. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider doing that as well. And I hope to catch you in the next video. And until then, bye bye!